So friends, here I got a chance to have a raw oyster and it was a great experience for me. I make sure that whenever you get a chance to get these oysters live, please make sure that you consume it raw. I'm very happy to have it, and now we end up with one exotic way of preparing this oyster, and now we are going to move the second way of preparing this oyster in exotic method.
Well, we are going to make a cooked oyster now, which is a gratinated oyster, meaning the oyster is going to be opened, it's going to be mixed with a few ingredients like this, and is going to put it under a salamander. It's radiant heat, going to cook it, but it is not going to overcook it. It's just going to just enough so that you don't lose any of the great values that are present either in the nectar or in the meat.
Okay, you're going to cook it with a shell.
With a shell. With a shell means the open shell.
Open shell. Okay.
Yeah. It will look fantastic because the top will be nice golden brown color with succulent inside. Let me introduce my colleague, Chef Ajit.
Today first I am going to show you how to make a gratinated oyster with hollandaise sauce.
Okay, gratinated oyster with hollandaise sauce.
Hollandaise sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, so dish is extremely simple.
Okay.
All I'm going to show, all what we're going to do is we're going to open the oysters, put it on the plate, yeah, and we're going to be making some hollandaise sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my hollandaise sauce is one of our mother sauces that we utilize for food.
Okay, it is known as mother's sauce.
It's known as a mother sauce also.
Okay. Here we are going to start with the preparation of this exotic dish.
What we'll do first is we'll make the sauce and keep it ready first. So as soon as we open the oysters, we are able to put the sauce and we gratinate it immediately. You'll ideally need a steel bowl, yeah, and a whisk if you have one.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't have a whisk, you can maybe use 2 forks held together or 1 fork. Yeah, it's also convenient. Now just take a small piece of cloth, wet cloth.
To get the grip.
Yeah, to get a grip. Keep the steel bowl on top of that. What we're going to first do is we're going to utilize the egg yolk. Yeah, as a rough guide for 1 egg yolk, we utilize about 120 ml of clarified butter.
Okay. How many egg yolk is there?
This we are only using, since we are going to be making only 1 portion, we are utilizing just 2 egg yolk.
2 egg yolk.
Yeah. Okay. The oil and egg yolk ratio is something that's based on the precise recipe. But these recipes you can change a little bit according to your health, your need. So you can maybe make utilize half egg yolk or 1 egg yolk if you're more health conscious.
Okay. Yeah. So we are putting this egg yolk into the bowl to beat it.
Of course, you're going to be beating this. Yeah.
So we just drop all the egg yolks into the vessel, into the bowl, and
now what you're going to do, I'll need your help also with this.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'll just keep this here. Okay. Yeah. Now what I want you to do is
this is
clarified butter. When I mean all I've done with the butter is I've melted the butter and drained it of all the impurities that are present. Okay. Yeah. So because there'll be a lot of particles that will come out, come floating, or that will be sedimented. Yeah. So all I need to do is just keep maybe as you're melting the butter, just put a piece of paper, the tissue paper on top of it, and just pour the melted butter. So the tissue paper will hold back all the impurities, and you will just get the clarified butter as it is. The initial procedure is you need to add it slowly.
Slowly.
Yeah. So just drop wise. Okay. So start.
So he's beating the egg yolk, and I am pouring this clarified butter slowly. So we can see that the egg yolk is getting more stiffer.
It's hard, yeah. That's the emulsification process that's happening. Okay. Yeah. Now you can pour it a little bit more faster. Okay. Now that you've seen that it's coagulating, it's emulsifying.
Yeah. So I can just make I can just pour this butter.
Yeah. Now you can pour it faster. Now what we'll do is we'll add the reduced vinegar.
Reduced vinegar.
Yeah. Remember we have added bay leaf and peppercorn to this.
Okay.
Yeah. To get a good flavor into the vinegar.
Yeah. To get a punch into this all sauce, right?
Exactly.
So we have
we're just going to maybe add just 4 ml.
4 ml of?
Yeah, just I'll make it 5 ml. 5 ml again is 1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of this vinegar.
Reduced vinegar.
Reduced vinegar. please note it's reduced vinegar.
Yeah, we continue beating it.
Continue beating it. So actually this reduced vinegar is used to get a punch to the whole sauce.
The vinegar also helps in coagulating the egg yolk, in keeping the whole emulsification process together. Because once we're going to start cooking the egg, there is a tendency for the butter to split from the egg yolk. Yeah.
So to prevent that, to prevent the splitting of butter from the egg yolk, we are using this vinegar.
It's not exactly, you don't need really hot boiling water, but you need water that's warm.
Okay, warm water is enough.
And it has to be continuously kept warm so the egg cooks in it. Yeah.
Okay. It is called double boiler. Double boiler. So this egg yolk is getting loosened.
Now you can see. Yeah. Now we've added enough of butter for this.
Okay.
Yeah. As you can see, it's all.
Now we can see that the yolk, butter, and the vinegar that is added
has coagulated.
And
now we'll season it. Yeah.
Okay, season it.
Yeah, this is going to be salt. Yeah. We're adding salt.
Is any it's according to our need.
According to your need again. If you want to skip the salt, you can skip the salt.
Okay.
You have to remember there's some amount of salt already there in the oyster.
Yes.
So it's got a little bit of the saline water that has passed through it is still there in that.
Yes,
we're going to add the Tobasco sauce. Tobasco sauce is made from a variety of chili. Yeah, so we're adding it to make the sauce a little bit tangy and a little bit pungent. Pungent. When I say pungent, it means the spicy pungent. Yeah.
I think it's very like chili and all. It's very.
Yeah. It gives a late kick to the sauce basically.
Okay.
You will not know it immediately, but once you finish eating it, you will feel the spiciness.
Okay. And next we are
this is again not a compulsory ingredient. This is an ingredient that is I'm purely putting because it gives a little bit of nice flavor to the sauce
and appearance
plus appearance. Yeah. So it gives a pleasant appearance to see some green amidst the
colorful yellow, green and all.
Exactly.
Just gives good appearance. So
just chop parsley.
Chopped parsley.
Now if parsley is not available, you can maybe use a little bit of coriander, but coriander will give you a different flavor.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we add 1 teaspoon of this
parsley.
Yeah. This parsley and again beating it, mixing all the thing together.
Yeah. Now our sauce is ready. Just need to show you the thickness of the sauce because see this sauce is nice and thick, so that it gives we are able to coat it evenly onto the oyster.
Okay. We can it's like a jam or something like that.
Yeah.
We can just spread onto the.
You can just spread onto the
surface of
the oyster.
Okay. So we finished with this first stage of this thing.
Absolutely.
And next we are moving on to the.
Yes, we're spacing it roughly about evenly.
Okay.
Yeah. Now what we'll do is
next the opening of this oyster.
So we take the oyster.
Opening it, you have to keep this oyster between the folds of this cloth, and using this oyster knife, you have to open it up, and we are just directly loosening the muscles in the shell. And
as we are opening the oysters, you need to be careful because there are two varieties of shells.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one shell that's flat, and the one shell that'll be a little bit of cup.
Okay.
Yeah. So to keep the fluids inside, you need to open the one that
cup.
The cup one has to be down.
Down. Okay.
Yeah, and the flat side has to be on the top.
On the other side. Okay.
Yeah.
Fluids are there, which is known as nectar of oyster, which is kept on the tomato